Hey guys, it's me, Shelley. I'm coming at you today with a resistance band exercise where we're going to simulate some reformer moves. Reformer is a piece of equipment that we teach Pilates on. Not everybody has access to a reformer class or even a reformer in their home, but we can simulate some of those same movements by using a resistance band. So mine is kind of long, which totally fine, but grab yourself a resistance band and you're going to come down onto the floor or onto a mat. Now I want you to think about where your heart is and placing that band on the opposite side of that. So in our thoracic spine, that's going to be about T8. And lengthen out that band and just make sure that you have equal band on both sides. And your job is to readjust your band throughout the workout. And we're going to go ahead and come all the way down onto the floor. So lowering down onto our back. I'm just going to wrap this band around my hands a couple of times. And you can make the exercises easier or more challenging by how far up you're holding on that band. But I want you to think as you're holding the band that your thumbs are going to point straight up to the ceiling. So I'm going to take a nice inhale right here and use an exhale to press my hands straight up. Think thumbs up. Exhale. Good. Elbows in nice and tight. And press. So we're going to start to fire through the shoulders, through that front delt, through the mid delt here. And I want you to keep your spine in a neutral position. For most of us, that means there's a little bit of a space between our back and the floor, just getting the natural curves of our low back to be present. This is a great exercise to stay with. You're just working your upper body, we're stabilizing through that core. Or I'm going to shift my spine into what we call imprint. So think of gently tucking that tailbone, shortening that distance from rib to hip, and then bringing our legs up into a tabletop position. This is not tabletop. This is not tabletop. I want those knees to be directly over your hips for me. And keep checking in with that throughout this little series. So from here, I'm going to take my arms, press up and hold. Reach one toe down towards the floor. And then the opposite hand, legs tabletop, and bring the elbows back down. Here we go. Press up. Tap one toe down. Other side. Come back to center and release. So if your toes are reaching towards the floor and your low back pops up, your range of motion is too big. You want to keep that low back safe. So keep squishing that back towards the floor, press up, and you're just reaching towards the floor. The toes do not have to touch. Come back to tabletop and release. Let's go 3 more. Press up, abs in tight. Belly button pulling towards our spine. Here we go, and release. Add that breath in through the nose, out of the mouth. Keep those arms strong. Release those arms, and last one. Press up. Tap that toe down. And bring it back. If your legs need a little bit of a break, go ahead and release them down. We're going to switch our arm movements. That spine can come back into that neutral alignment. Instead of our arms reaching straight up, let's take them out to the 45. So now I'm taking them out to the V. Thumbs are going to the corners of the room. We're going to exhale. Good. Just working that mid delt a little bit more here, and press. Let's just go a couple more. And I'm giving you that same option. This is a great move. You feel free to stay with this. Or I'm going to take my legs back into that tabletop position. So imprinting the spine, legs are going to come up. I'm going to take my legs and rainbow out wide, so as wide as my mat, and then bring them back to tabletop. So here we go. We're going to take the arms out to the V and hold. Rainbow those legs. We're going to open up the hips here. Come back to center, release the arms down. We got it now? Here we go, tap down. Bring it back, arms release. Check in for me, see if those knees are trying to sneak into the chest. Keep them right over those hips as we go down and back up. Now if we can maintain our form, you can always increase the activity or the work by increasing your tempo. So you can speed up those movements just a tiny bit. Out. Bring it back in. Yes. We're going to take this 2 more times right here. Press out. Rainbow those legs. Come back. And then last one. Out. And bring it back in. And then release those legs down. Take that band. Let's go ahead and just take a nice little stretch here. Extend those arms. The band is also a great way to work grip strength. So after you've been holding that band nice and tight, just open and close those hands. Get a little stretch right here. Rotate through those wrists. This is a great series that you could do every single day. So find yourself a resistance band, hit the floor, and come work out. Thanks.